Okay, so it is day 3 of No Rest for the Wicked being live in early access, and the devs have already released hotfix number 2. I've taken a quick peek at what they changed, and it looks to be a really good patch with a lot of great changes. So let's get right into it. They have performance improvements, balance changes, loot changes, crafting changes, area changes, combat improvements, and bug fixes. It is noticeably larger than the patch yesterday, and this one has just as many, if not more, great changes in it. So let's get started with performance improvements. This is something that was missing from yesterday's patch, and basically really needed as a lot of people are having performance issues when it comes to No Rest for the Wicked. So we have improved overall rendering performance. We have additional optimizations in balanced and performance quality modes. We have improved overall performance of visual effects and fog, improved performance on the ship prologue, and additional smaller performance improvements. So personally, I was thinking that improving performance on the ship prologue is definitely really important, just because that's where everyone starts and it'll be your first impression of the game, and first impressions are really, really important. So I think that is something that they should focus on, especially the starting areas, getting people past those. And work on performance of the rest of the game as well. But a lot of people who quit this game, they only play for an hour or two, and they either quit because of performance issues, or they quit because they don't quite understand how the systems work, or because they thought it was going to be a Diablo 5. But anyways, great changes for performance. I hope they keep it up. Personally, I haven't had any performance issues. I've had to run it at 80 frames per second instead of like 200, which is pretty crazy. Definitely a bit rough. I have a really powerful computer, so I can't imagine without one. But honestly, the fact that people have gotten to run on the Steam Deck at all is impressive with how good it looks. So moving on to our balance changes, these I'm really happy about, and I think a lot of people will be too. They increase the durability on tools. Tier 1, which would be the copper tools, now have 100 durability, which is double what they were before. They had 50 durability before. And let me tell you, 50 durability was awful, like really, really bad. You could chop down like 3 trees and then you had to go back to town and repair them, or use a repair powder, which they did increase the drop rate of repair powders, but still, it was pretty bad. So now tier 2 is 125 durability. That's what I currently have. I haven't found any of the next version, but tier 2 iron tools 125 durability, and then tier 3 have 150 durability. I know that tier 3, like the fishing rod, is a birch fishing rod. However, I have not found any drops for the tier 3 of the other tools. I probably just need to kill some more enemies, but great changes there. I honestly wouldn't be opposed to them doubling this durability that they have on the tools now. The durability system, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. A lot of people are saying it doesn't even have a place in the game. I don't know if I agree, because I think part of what the durability system does is, well, okay, for the tools, I don't know why it exists, honestly. It's just annoying at that point. For your armor and stuff that you have equipped, basically it makes it so that there's a reason not to die. If durability didn't exist, then dying really wouldn't be that punishing at all, because you would die, you wouldn't lose anything. You don't lose any silver on death. It's not like there's souls in this game like in Dark Souls where you can lose them when you die. You don't lose anything other than durability. And so if you didn't even lose durability on death, then you don't care if you die over and over. It just doesn't matter. And I think it adds some pressure onto you to not die with the whole durability thing and having it cost money to repair. And with how they've changed it now, with repairing being so much easier, I know a lot of people like it, and I think I do too, but I think there has to be some reason that you don't want to die over and over again. You have to want to try, and you want, like, there has to be something on the line for these games to succeed and you to get that amazing feeling of like succeeding, not just the game being hard. So I'm not saying like the game needs to be hard or the durability needs to be awful. They just got to figure a nice balance out and not give too much durability or make the game too easy, because I think that it will, in the end, make the game lose its cult-like following, stuff like that. So anyways, they nerfed the Silver Ring's enchantment and buffed its base stats. I don't know what the Silver Ring did, unfortunately, not off the top of my head at least. They buffed the Riven Twin boss by removing stagger on parry. I'd assume that probably a majority of people haven't reached the Riven Twins boss yet. It's the final boss in the game so far. So anyways, basically buffed him. He doesn't stagger when you parry him is what I would assume what that means. So moving on from our balance changes, now we have loot changes. And so they moved the water channel key to a chest in the Black Trench while we investigate the plague leader not spawning for certain players. That could definitely be a big issue. Could pretty much stop you from completing the mission like in the game if you're not able to get that key. So very important that everyone can get that key. So definitely understand that. Though I'd assume though, if like you're in a realm and you can't find the plague leader and you don't get that key, you could probably just make a new realm and get the key there. And while that is annoying, it's really not that far down in the story. And if you have like a leveled up character already, you can zoom past everything. Personally, to grind clay, because clay is really rare, I've been making new realms left and right and basically going through everything extremely quickly, because the enemies in the game, like when you restart a new realm, they don't scale to you, so you can basically one-shot every single one if you're relatively far along in the game. So they adjusted food costs to be more balanced in terms of cost to health gained. Honestly, I didn't find food to be too bad, especially once you get the chef, which I'll make a guide on that eventually, but that, you know, that's fine. They improved drops for clay and other rocks at dig spots, which again, very, very good. Once you're upgrading your buildings in Sacrament to level 3, you need 5 clay for every single building, and clay is basically impossible to find once you're in the tier 3 items. If you make a new realm, which is what most people have been doing, you can get clay, but it's still really, really, really rare. So that's a wonderful change. I'm probably going to go grind clay right after I make this video. They introduced fishing rods to Whitaker's loot table. Then for crafting changes, they added tool crafting at crafting tables. Okay, that's all for crafting changes. We got area changes. They improved critter spawns such as deer in some areas. I hope that deer drop stag antlers. You need stag antlers to be able to craft a spear, and currently I've only found one in like my 30 hours of game time. So I hope that's where you get stag antlers, so I don't know for sure. They improved enemy spawning in the Nameless Pass. They added a few more loot spawn locations in the Nameless Pass. They polished art and climbables for Mariner's Keep. Good changes, nothing really to add there, I don't think. Combat improvements, they adjusted wolf and plague wolf targeting to remove aggressive rotation. Adjusted wolf and plague wolf targeting to remove aggressive rotation. So I guess it'll be less aggressive now. I didn't find like too many issues. They were definitely like, the wolves are easy. Plague wolf's a little bit rough, especially when it goes back and forth with its snout, but okay. They improved audio for the Riven Twins boss. Coolio. Then finally, but not least, we got bug fixes. They fixed missing text in Chinese. They fixed certain interaction text appearing in wrong language. I've been seeing that a lot. They improved clarity for Fillmore's free repairs till you reach Sacrament. I don't know what that means. Improved clarity? Like people didn't know you got free repairs? It's like just read, I don't know. Anyways, fixed map not showing area names on hover. And then we have a fixed Echo Knight boss AoE damage zone and not matching visual effects. From what I've heard, I haven't gone there yet, but the Echo Knight boss is the boss in the first level of the Crucible. At least that's what I understand it to be. They fixed shinies and chest visually pulling a disappearing act in sewers. They fixed deleting chests not dropping loot bags when inventory is full. Interesting, because so I've had that where deleted chests not dropping loot bags, but every single chest that I've had like opened do drop the loot bags when my inventory is full. So but that's not surprising that that was a bug for some people. They removed the chest roasting over an open campfire in Nameless Pass. They fixed rain sounds from occasionally appearing in Phelan Church cinematic, and they fixed the terms of service and privacy policy screens so they show correctly in all languages. So that is the entire patch notes from what I understand. They look really, really good. I think that they've done a wonderful job of covering all the points that people wanted covered, at least for now. They've really fixed up durability, especially with the repair powders adding or being increased in drop tables yesterday. And now with the increase on durability of tools, it's looking great. We definitely need a lot more performance improvements. If you have a lower end PC, let me know in the comments below, like if these performance improvements really helped you at all. And yeah, so what I'm hoping to see in the coming days, more performance improvements for sure, more bug fixes. I've been following through the map in a couple places. There's also some bugs with the turning in your plague Iker. Or Iker, is it Iker? I don't know, but whatever. My game's crashed a couple of times when turning that in to max out my character. So definitely some more bug fixes, performance improvements, but honestly, fall damage definitely fixed. I think it's in a great place right now. It's really not that bad, but if you fall from a really high height, you will die. I think they fixed fall damage really nicely. Durability, I think, is in a good spot right now. Stamina being buffed. I'll have to start a new character because I have a lot of points in stamina right now, but I'm not sure how it feels anymore with the buff to stamina. And yeah, I think that's pretty much most of what people are complaining about. So wonderful patch. I want to see them keep it up, and yeah, hopefully they'll have some new content coming out sometime in the next month. I know they just released the game, so that's sort of greedy, but you know, I can wish, right? I'm loving the game so much. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, I'm sorry, I'll stop rambling. Feel free to hit the like button and subscribe. I really appreciate all the support that I've been seeing on my videos. I've been gaining subscribers honestly faster than I expected. So thank you, y'all. And yeah, I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Good luck in your battles this week. Don't get killed too many times, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, y'all.